So one of my favorite things to hear when I'm taking a patient history, a new patient history, or even an existing patient who might have had a flare-up or they're coming back in to see us after not seeing them for a long time, is when we have a health concern and they go to the emergency room or they go to their medical doctor and they run every test and they just couldn't find anything. But there's a serious problem. There's severe symptoms, whether it's severe migraines, whether it's severe headaches, whether it's a digestive issue, whether it's a heart issue. It doesn't matter what the symptom is. They've run every single test and none of the tests can find anything. That is a cue for me that this is a chiropractic problem. And the reason I say that is when we look at tests, when I look at an x-ray, when I look at an MRI, when I look at a CT scan, I look at all these studies a lot different than a medical doctor would. They're looking for pathology. They're looking for things that are wrong, where I'm looking for the cause of what's causing this thing to be wrong. It's a totally different thing. I have people come into me all the time and they bring x-rays or they bring their MRIs from their other doctors and they said the other doctor can't find anything wrong, and then I look at it and it sticks out to me like a sore thumb. It's right there. I look at a C2, I look at an atlas up at the base of the neck here, and it's very extremely obvious to me exactly what's going on in that x-ray that's causing that body to do X, to do whatever it's doing, to cause that symptom. So when I hear, yeah, doc, I've been to everybody, they've done all these tests and they can't find anything. Good. There's no severe pathology there. We just need to get in. We need to address the cause. We need to address the problem, and that's restriction on your vagus nerve. That's restriction on your brainstem. That's restriction on this T4 nerve between your shoulder blades that's going out to your heart and your lungs, cutting off that signal from your brain, going out to those areas, and not allowing your body to go into rest and digest mode. It's not allowing your body. You have anxiety because you have tension on this area that's putting pressure on your sympathetic nerves. That's not allowing your body to relax. Whatever it is, when we look at those x-rays, typically we can see that pressure on that nerve, that tension on that part of the spine that's causing these issues. I've got a young man in my practice right now, 4 years old. He turns 5 later this year, and his mom's a longtime patient. She came in and said, hey, my son started having seizures this last weekend. She actually had to resuscitate him the first time. They were getting worse. They were going on for weeks and weeks and weeks. I tell her, you need to bring him in. They had run tests. They had done everything. She took him to the emergency room, obviously, like a good caring mother would. They couldn't find anything. We started adjusting this young man. Since his first adjustment, we haven't had a seizure since. Nothing. We look at these problems differently than medical doctors would, than emergency doctors would. We look for the cause. That body shouldn't be doing something. Why is it doing that? Let's find out why. If you watched our video from this last week, I believe it was on limitations of matter, we talked about I apologize. It was on ear infections. We talked about how if the fire sprinklers were going off in this room and it was filling this room up with water, the medical profession is looking to drill a hole in the wall so that water drains out. We're trying to solve the problem. What a chiropractor would do is we would look, why is this water building up in the first place? So we're looking at two totally different things. We can be looking at the same picture, but seeing two totally different things. That's why hearing, we've done every test, we can't find anything wrong. We've been every doctor, nothing's working. Those are key phrases that I look for, that I get excited when they end up in my office, because I know that we're going to be able to help them. Hope you guys have a good day. If you guys have any of these issues, if you guys know people who have heard these things, send them our way so that we can help them. Thank you. Talk to you guys soon.